And first place apparently was a car that you actually built yourself.
Yes.
This man over here, Joe, he actually gapped you, but
You dirty little...
Everyone, meet Tommy. Now, Tommy is the owner of GG Autos in Southend, and Tommy knows his way around a BMW performance engine, and he's got a lovely M140i, as you can see. Now, we're at RaceWars again, and this time he's going to be seeing if he can set a decent speed when it comes to the half mile. Let's get straight into it.
and here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Tommy, how you doing, mate?
Very well, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So we are here today at Kendrick Barracks again.
Yes.
And Tommy, today it's not the usual half mile or full mile rather from a stop. It's a rolling race, you're saying?
Yeah. So this is we've not done. It's not been done at this event yet. So usually it's just a standing mile. But this one is rolling from 40 to the half mile.
Okay, so normally you're topping out about 181/182.
Yeah.
That sort of speed isn't going to be achievable today, I guess, because obviously it's less track, and obviously you've got to get traction from a moving start, which I believe sometimes is quite tricky, especially if you're choosing the gear and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting, really. I mean, from 40, probably going like second gear. We're getting pretty good traction.
Okay.
Got good traction yesterday, to be fair, from the standing.
And yesterday you came third, I heard, and first place apparently was a car that you actually built yourself.
Yes.
This man over here, Joe, he actually gapped you, but
You dirty little...
so talking of miles an hour, what sort of time are we hoping for today? Or numbers rather, are we hoping for today?
So yesterday we done 9 runs and we managed 156 pretty much every single time.
So there you have it. Tommy did a 4 mile yesterday from a standard start, and at the halfway line he hit 156, meaning if my science is correct he should be hitting 196 miles an hour at the half, because he's going to be rolling up at 40 mile an hour all the way to the start before nailing it. Did I say science? Just clip this onto Joe. So guys, this is Joe who we were just talking about, who absolutely gapped Tommy. I know you didn't go 1v1, but yesterday, how did it feel? Let's be honest, like, he obviously built your car. Is it a little tongue-in-cheek?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought I was only going to get about 170.
Yeah.
But yeah, we done well at the end of the day.
Yeah,
got 100.
they were literally pretty much like going by the dragging numbers.
Yeah.
We were pretty much.
So yeah, the main thing I wanted to do was introduce Joe, but obviously Tommy had to add his little 5 pence there. There's nothing identical, mate. You got gapped by a car you actually built. Okay, so Tommy is just about to start his first run. Remember, all the way up until you meet the black tarmac just over here, you have to be doing 40 mile an hour, and we're going to be able to see his trap speed just over there on that screen there. So we'll pop up to that after, but for now we're just going to wait another 30 minutes before Tommy starts. Okay, so Tommy has just launched, and you can see he was a good boy. He launched around 40 and his trap speed was 156 mile an hour. Bearing in mind he should have been doing 40, but again you can see just over isn't too bad. The guy next to him did it at 46, 5 miles faster than him, but he still did 11 miles on him. So that's the first run. We'll see how he gets on after that. We also have Mr. Wrigley's G80 M3, and it's an absolute beast of a car. He's got enough stickers on there to freaking last a lifetime, but you know that this car is going to be doing some serious power and some serious numbers. And let's see how he gets on. ...197 miles an hour. Fair play, lad. Fair play.
Sometimes it's a bit temperamental on ethanol. It was absolutely fine yesterday. He's done it once a day on gear change. It loses rail pressure. And then obviously as soon as it does that, it just shuts down like 4 cylinders. So you just have to turn it off.
Turn it back on, and it'll be away it goes. So typical sort of BMW stuff.
Yeah, a bit frustrating. It's what happens when you start going down that route and stuff.
So
Probably needs more like pulp.
I was gonna say, to avoid that, we've got to put some meth in there, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Something like that. Along them lines, but yeah, it's probably not something we're going to see on this car.
Oh, he's dropping bombs there, he's dropping bombs. So, Tommy.
Hold up, I've got all sauce at me, man.
Nah, you're good, bro. Talk to me. So what are you saying? We're going to be changing it up a bit. You're going to be getting the old XHP out, yeah?
Yeah, so...
Are you alright, mate? Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, we've had this issue before in 6th gear. Too much torque, and then yeah, the gearbox is just saying no thanks. And yeah, just cutting power basically.
So with the XHP, you got a special mode you were saying?
Yeah, just going to flash drag mode on it, which takes all the limiters and stuff off.
Yeah.
Nah, it should be fine anyway. I mean, we're rolling, we're not launching it, so it should be alright.
Fair enough.
See.
And is that just plug and play and then you're off to the races, or is it like you've got to do what's the word?
Just flash and dash. Well, I am anyway, so I haven't got nowhere to do 50 miles to bed anything in.
That's it, mate. So
But no, it's fine anyway.
Wicked.
So after the 156 that Tommy got early doors, things were not looking good. He's obviously flashed the drag mode, but for some reason he was getting slower. Is Joe around? Maybe just for a joke. Now Tommy went out again and it was not looking good, bruv. For some reason he just kept getting slower and slower and slower. In the end he was quite sure he had an air leak somewhere, and of course he was right.
So now, as you can see, Tommy has had to tighten up the charge pipe. What would you call that part anyway, Tommy? The middle part.
The silicone joiner on the charge.
The joiner, because he's running so much boost. Powers. So much torque. The chassis nearly twisted at the line. Here he is, good boy. Look, Tommy, saving it. A bit slower at the line. 158. So 2 miles off our target of 160. I definitely think he's got it in the locker. Tommy, 158.48, mate. Nearly at the 160.
Was that a...
That's a legit. They're now deleting anybody that doesn't cross the line at 40. They're deleting it. So you're a legit 158. You're 16th currently, but again you've got stupid cars here. But 160 on the next one, please.
I'll do my best, sir.
Here we go. Here we go.
So bearing in mind on the day the cars ranged from 200 horsepower all the way up to 1300 horsepower and then some, Tommy was in 20th place with 158 miles an hour at the half mark. That's decent, but his problems continued to get worse.
So Tommy is currently on Google, or on Auto Trader rather, looking for a Honda Civic Type R. We'll wait for these cars to go. We got talking of Hondas, an all-wheel drive one there. Very, very fast. But talking of fast, this man is fastly getting frustrated with his M140 because he knows what's coming next. We're not going to go into that yet, but he also knows that the setup he's got, he's probably reached the limit of what the car can do. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah,
before you're going to start adding low pressure fuel pumps and
yeah,
bits like that.
Yeah, gearbox.
Gearbox, that's at that point, HP70 and stuff like that.
We're limited by the standard gearbox really, so.
Okay. But overall, 158, we did say 160, and I think if you're going to round to the nearest number, you've done well in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So what everyone wants to know, Tommy, what is happening next? Are we going to see you in the 140 at RaceWars again, or could you be in another car? What are the chances percentage-wise?
I'd say probably 80%.
80%, you'll
We'll
see
be in
the
another
140.
car.
Woo, there we go.
Tom Allen with 158.48.
And there you have it. Still came home with some silverware, second in class, only second to a car that was stripped out with no weight in it at all. I think it was an MR2 that weighed under 1,000 kg. So fair play to that man. And on top of that, Tommy's a smart lad. Know when you're beaten and don't blow up the car, especially when you're going to be getting something new. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.